Mr. Nightmare. He was right there. The name right there. This one is called Five Nightmares, including Sleep Paralyzed Stories. I had that happen before, man. I was asleep on the floor, right? And then it feel like you like paralyzed, but you can't move. That's some scary stuff, bro. It happened one time to me before. I was at home by myself. Mom at work, sister at school, brother gone. I don't know where he was at, but bruh, I walked up with one eye. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I was sounding like Kevin Hart. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, bruh. It's scary. You said enough about your childhood trauma. Get into the story. Okay, okay. Y'all, man, y'all so real these days. Gosh. I'm starting to feel you, sir. I'm starting to feel you. Who's that? Tell me so. Start the video. Story one.
Has anyone ever had sleep paralysis before? I
Yeah.
tell you, it's one of the strangest, most fascinating, horrifying things that we could experience.
This man said
It's the
fascinating.
feeling of being unable to move upon
Fascinating.
awakening. Your senses and awareness are intact.
I'm stop talking.
You still feel as though you're in
Let
this
story
heavy
talk.
sleep, half-awake state. I'd heard stories of this long before it happened to me. I've only experienced it once. I was in college. I was going through an incredibly tough time in my life. I was insanely stressed during finals week. I wasn't getting much sleep.
That
It must
sucks.
have been the night before my last final. I went to bed late because I stayed up all night studying for bio. I don't remember at what point I decided to finally call it. I just remember it all becoming a blur and blackness. Next thing I remember, I was in my room, in my bed. But there was this weird haziness in my awareness. Like I was awake, but I felt weaker.
Okay.
When I tried to move, I couldn't. I only moved my eyes to look around the dark room. At one point, when I guess I was looking to one side of the room, I looked back to the center, and there was this woman standing dead center in the room, facing the bed. She was wearing this black dress and holding...
Oh my goodness. I'm glad everything was gone out of that cook. Hey, y'all good? Y'all good? Y'all straight? Y'all have a red shirt? Yo, this is what I love about Mr. Nightmare. I love doing videos because of stuff like this. And another thing, I don't love that cuss. It happens so quick. And then the picture, oh my gosh.
long objects. I wanted to call out Mom, but my paralysis prevented it. I couldn't say anything. The woman came closer to me until she knelt down and touched my forehead. And I could feel it. She got eye to eye with me, and I could see my mother's face. I tried to say Mom again, desperately,
That,
but I was stuck in my own body.
that's not your mom.
She stood back up and walked to the doorway before disappearing
That's
into
not
the
your
house.
mom.
I lay there, unable to move, maybe another
That's
10 to
death.
20 seconds before my vision suddenly became more clear. I was able to think more clearly as well. I was able to sit up. I jumped out of the bed,
Chills
screaming
galore.
Mom over and over.
Galore.
Into the bedroom hallway, yelling her name. The door opened down the hall, and someone came to hug me. It wasn't my mom. It was my
Got
dad.
me so scared. I'm itching, bruh.
This is her too. My mom died 3 weeks before this happened.
Oh my goodness. Bruh.
Hello, everyone. I have something to ask you.
Is this Barney Center?
Join my campaign.
If you gonna get off on out of my stories,
You know what I love about dreams? How vague and how bizarre they can be. You feel like you're in this separate world where things can just make no sense. Now, what about when that unearthliness transcends into the quote-unquote real world? You'll see what I mean in a minute. I was in REM sleep having this bizarre nightmare about being followed by some weird creature in the middle of the woods. The dream became fuzzy though, and I kind of woke up from it. I say kind of, because while I was out of the dream and back in my bed, I couldn't move a muscle in my body. started hearing this faint, weird noise. It was this indescribable, robotic, yet alive type sound. It started loud and soft, and it repeated every few seconds. I noticed it was getting...
When you first heard that, the first person you should call, and that's your daddy, that's your mama, and that's your sister, and that's your brother. The first person you should call was Jesus, because that's the only person that could save you is Jesus. Because how did that sound? Ain't no human being gonna save you, bruh. I know that was kind of weird when I was like, that was me screaming for him, you know. Ooh-wee.
slightly louder every time. I felt like the sound was getting closer. It was so unbearably loud in my head. I just wanted to scream, but I couldn't. Then my eyes locked onto the closet door. Specifically, the crack in the closet
It's
door,
open.
which I never leave open, ever. There was this distorted face of a man looking between the crack, with this unhumanly large open-mouthed smile. And every time I heard the noise, it seemed as if the closet and the face were getting closer, until the closet door slammed shut, and everything went silent. I regained control of my body shortly after that, and the first thing I did, even though I was 24 years old, was run to my parents' room to get my dad to check the closet with me. There was nothing in the closet, though.
I was just making sure, because my
Dad
closet
seemed
was kind
pretty
of...
confident that what I just experienced was sleep paralysis, and that he had experienced it once as well. Didn't make me feel any less disturbed about what I just went through.
Bruh, listen, that disturbed me. I had to go close my own closet for that. I'm finna get a lack of sleep tonight. Bruh, what was I thinking? Oh my gosh. Thinking doing this at nighttime, bruh. What was I thinking? These some good stories, man. Mr. Nightmare, if you listening, you need to start making some movies, bro. Cause I promise you, I go watch your movies. I know they gonna be scary. Oh, I had to go close my closet.
Many years ago, I had a sleep paralysis experience. I knew there was a thing in my closet, something really evil. But I also knew I was dreaming and I should face my fear.
No.
I tried not to look directly at the closet door, but if I moved my eyes, my head would turn away. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't look directly at it. Then I woke up in a cold sweat.
Goodness.
At first I felt really relieved that it was over, but very shortly I realized it wasn't a dream, and there was really something in the closet. I was laying on my back and couldn't move. I didn't really hear it, but I could kind of feel the sickening laughter wash over me in waves, emanating from the closet. All of a sudden, the thing throws a human head at me, and it lands on my chest face up. It was this girl I knew in high school. Up to this point, I was kind of holding it together, terrified but not panicked. Well, I lose it now. I can't even scream. All I could do is make these grunting sounds and moaning noises. I'm wriggling and straining, trying to rock from side to side to get it off me, but I can't move. This seemed to last maybe another minute or two, and then I really woke up. It was so traumatic that for weeks I would be scared when I woke up that I wasn't actually awake, and something horrible could happen at any second. It still makes my skin crawl when I think about that laugh. The thing is, I never heard of sleep paralysis or night terrors at that point in my life. I thought I was losing my mind.
You're not, sir. You're not. Man, I don't care, man. I got TikTok, okay? You were in production.
I've suffered sleep paralysis a total of 3 times in my life. The first 2 times, it just consisted of me waking up not being able to move my body. The third time was much different, though.
That sucks.
I had woken up very early morning, probably like between 5 and 6 a.m., when the sun was just starting to come up. There was light in the room, but barely any.
That's the
I
worst
tried to
time,
move,
bro.
but I had that unfortunately familiar feeling of paralysis, helplessness. My eyes eyes fixated on the wall. There was nothing I could do. Then, suddenly, I heard heavy footsteps coming up the stairs of my bedroom. It was my brother, followed by my sister, dad, and mom. They were all sobbing hysterically, and they all seemed to be at least a foot taller. It was unnerving.
Oh my gosh.
The four of them
my
approached my
gosh.
bed, then stopped at
Oh
the
my
bedside,
gosh.
towering over me.
Oh
the
my
four of them
gosh.
crying. I couldn't
Oh.
move. I wanted to cry for help or just yell at them to stop because they were scaring me. Their heights, they looked like they were near to hitting the ceiling.
Oh gosh.
Just as quickly as they entered, all four of them turned and walked back down the stairs. I could move again, and so I ran down the stairs to follow them, but they weren't in the outside area. I went to each of their rooms one at a time. All four of them were fast asleep. My heart was racing because the most surreal, unnerving thing just happened to me. I had to lean on the wall to gather my thoughts for a second, breathing heavily.
Go on
Falling
with
back
that
to
picture,
sleep was
bro.
futile the rest of the night.
Goodness.
I lay awake until the sun was fully
Okay.
up.
Thank you.
A few days later, I was struck by a speeding car when crossing the road with friends and ended up with 3 broken bones and a fractured thigh bone.
Oh my
I
god.
was hospitalized for a week, and at one point, all 4 of my family members stood next to my hospital bed, looking down at me, my mom being emotional and crying. It was almost the same image from my
So
sleep
he like
paralysis.
kind of predicted
I'm not
that.
superstitious at all, but if I were, I would 100% believe that dream was some kind of sign,
Sure.
or some kind of prediction of the future. In fact, I just got chills writing that last sentence, thinking about it.
Who the... Bruh. Listen. I'm very superstitious. Okay. Stuff like that, if you dream of something like that and it feels so real, you better be paying attention. Cause you don't want to be out here and you have a scary dream like that where you get close to death or something, and then something crazy happens, poof, and then you in the hospital like, I should have listened to my dream. It's too late now. You in the hospital. You jacked up, bruh. Mr. Nightmare on it, ain't it? Oh my goodness.
There was this one time I was out late drinking with friends. It was some point in the summer of 2016. We were kind of just walking around town and then around the neighborhood when one of my friends spotted someone hiding in a bush. He pointed and said, "Look," and we all walked a little closer to get a better look. We could see what he was talking about, but just barely. It was bizarre, like someone hiding in this bush in front of this house.
Y'all should have
When
turned
we got
around
too
and ran.
close, apparently, this weird, off-putting sound started coming from the bush. So we all screamed and laughed and ran away. We screamed because it was scary, but laughed because at the same
These jokers say they scream and laugh and run. Bruh, if that was me, I seen something in the bush. I was like, hey, y'all, hold on. Something in that bush over there. They be like, let's go check. I be like, that's who? Who, me? See, y'all my friends, y'all my folks, so I'm gonna tell y'all back. But if you keep on, no, man, stop being a pumpkin chick. Okay, you go. Okay, you the one calling me the pumpkin chick? Go check it out. And then they go to the head. And then, I don't know, go ahead. Go check it out. I'm not checking it out. You checking it out. I'm not checking it out. You checking it out.
time, it was bizarrely funny. And there were a lot of us.
Because I'm very
Anyway,
scary.
we walked back to our
I ain't
houses
gonna lie.
respectively, assuming whoever was in that bush was just messing with people. I
No.
fell asleep pretty easily that
No.
night since I was
If I
drunk.
don't know you and
The
you in
next
the
thing I
bush
remember
growling,
was waking up to the near pitch blackness
Uh-uh.
of my room. I couldn't look at the clock to see what time it was.
I'm not gonna
because
take that for a
I literally
joke.
couldn't move. I was in a sleep paralysis state. I looked around the room with my eyes only. I started to hear a familiar noise.
the man
A
in
noise
the
we heard
bush.
coming from that bush. Then I looked straight in front of me, at the foot of my bed, and what I saw
Oh,
was pure
gosh.
nightmare fuel. It was what appeared to be this floating, grotesque, horrific head of a demonic ghost-like thing. As it got closer to me, I realized it wasn't floating. There was a body, but its body blended in with the blackness of the room. Its mouth hung open, and it just kept making the
You
familiar
got
noise
to be
from the
kidding
bush.
me.
It got mere inches from my face before it
be
suddenly
kidding me.
just faded away. I was able to let out a scream and move my body. I sat in my bed,
That's how
panting
your
and
scream
heart
sounded
racing.
like.
I flicked on the lamp and checked around my bed, but that demonic thing was gone. What I just experienced seemed so real, like I was awake for it. It wasn't a dream. I told my parents about it the next day, and they agreed with me that it was sleep paralysis, though they had never heard of anyone seeing freaky shit like that before.
Huh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I never, listen, go on with that noise, Mr. Nightmare. Go on with,
In business, there are many ways to bank.
okay. Hey, you like to play with sounds, Mr. Nightmare. I like that rush you, bro. Cause how the way my heart's set up, man, I get scared very easily. And as y'all can tell, cause y'all listen, when I watch scary videos, and I be jumping and stuff, and I be legit terrified, cause I'm a scary pants. I admit I'm a scary pants. I'm not finna say here talking about I'm a tough guy. No, I'm that guy. If something goes down, the first to go out the exit. Okay, the first to take off running. The first to be like, "Hey, bro, I don't think you should go over there." And you go over there, I'm the first one gone. While you go check it out, I'm gonna go to the car. It's just simple as that. Whew, Mr. Nightmare, bro, you was on it with that one. I'm gonna be up tonight. Yeah, I'm sleeping with the TV on, man. I'm turning to PBS Kids and watching. Bruh, this junk legit turn off. Man, listen, I forgot completely what I was gonna say, but yeah. Until next time, you guys. I turned my light off. That way I got a little dark. So till next time, you guys. I'm out. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. Let me clear my storage space. So, cause I got plenty of videos coming at you this week. Cause I'm gonna be more active. So you guys get ready for more reactions and more videos. Peace. I am out. I'm gonna be scared to sleep tonight, man. I promise you, man. Oh my gosh.